You don't leave that one through! Road closed, please.
There is some in Scotland as well, isn't there?
Well, you know, if any of you guys are interested in what it is you're protecting here, and I've just spent 3 months travelling around the country talking about what's happening here. So there's a video up on YouTube. It's called Fractured Future. Right? So just have a look.
Yeah, no problem. Protecting people, we're just facilitating everybody, peaceful protest.
Yeah.
And they've been really good.
Thank you. And at this time, the lawful. Yeah, and the lawful entrance to the site. Where I know everybody's got their own personal views on this, and many of us have views on the matter. However, that's our role, here. So we're not protecting any one person, just making sure that everything can happen.
You know, in Poland right now, there's a very similar situation been going on.
Yeah,
and
so France have
55 days they've had a standoff there. And Chevron haven't been able to get on the site there.
I understand that France have just stopped any form of fracking as well, from what I understand.
Well, that's correct. Francois Hollande, the president of France, he took a look at all the evidence, and he told the French oil companies, Elf and Total, not to waste their time or his by making a proposition to frack, because he said the only thing that's proven is it doesn't work the way the oil industry claims.
Right, yeah.
And that's a very, very astute observation, because it doesn't.
No, I mean, to be honest, I must admit, I know the very basics of what goes on, and that's about it, from personal, looking up personally and reading articles, etc. But I don't know the in-depths of it, to be honest, if I'm to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is everywhere in the world where they've done this, ultimately it poisons the water, the soil, and the methane comes up into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So turn on your tap, flames coming out from your tap.
But the problem is, because methane is an odourless gas, so people don't realise that they're living in a contaminated environment until they start to get very, very sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's a gradual process.
Yeah, sure.
But in places like Colorado and New Mexico, you've got whole communities, and they're much smaller communities than here. I mean, this is the other issue, that this is the first time this has ever been done in a densely populated environment.
What kind of range are you talking, just for my personal knowledge, what kind of range are you talking about when you're saying sort of the areas? Is it?
Well, it depends. You see,
when you're talking densely, I mean, you know.
Well, this is a test well.
Balcombe here, but are we stretching out to Crawley or down to Brighton?
No, this is one well.
Yeah.
If this proves to be a successful quadrilla, then there will be 6 of these per square mile.
Yeah. Okay.
And basically, it's a network. The whole of the area. I mean, I've just come down from Blackpool. There were 2 public meetings with Quadrilla in Blackpool, and you know what they're not telling the public is that they've got plans in for 80 pads, 80 of these, and that's just in the Fylde Peninsula, which is the Blackpool area between Preston and Blackpool and Fleetwood.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that 80 of these pads, so you've got all of the, in terms of the construction process, you've got all the traffic coming in and out of these pads, but then once they actually start the fracking process, I mean, if it kicks off, mark my words, within 25 years, the whole area will be uninhabitable.
Well, nice talking to you, sir.
Okay, take it easy. Thanks for listening.
Do you know?